Hey, and welcome to map 23 of the Plutonia experiment. This is Tombstone, and I have to be honest, I don't remember this level at all. So if I look lost when I'm playing this, it's because I am lost. But as we take enemy fire from both sides here, I'm going to grab a chain gun because that'll help me to get rid of all these enemies around the starting area. Going to get rid of all these zombie men here. Take out the chain gunner there, and the zombie men down this side as well. I think there's a secret along one of these walls here. Yeah, you can see because it's grey wall there. Going to take out the chain gunner there. We're not going to bother with the bony boys at the starter level because, frankly, we don't have the ammo to deal with that right now. Instead, we're going to run around the outside and we're just going to take care of the enemies encircling the starting area because I don't really want these guys chasing me through the level. So to the right hand side here there's a bony boy and a shotgunner. There's also a room with a bunch of enemies down below that I need to be wary of, so just going to make sure I don't accidentally, take too much damage from them. It's Hell Knight coming up to me there. You can also see there's a lost soul, which means there's probably a pain elemental down there somewhere. Take care of the shotgunners before anything else down there. There's the pain elemental. Let's see if we can get rid of it. Not helped by the bony boy there, just sort of using me as target practice. Ow, that really hurt. Take out the lost soul there. So I just want to get rid of all these hit scanners here just because having them wandering around means they can chip away at my health, and because I don't have any armor at the minute, it was a bit of a problem. Luckily we've got some blue armor, so that's good for me. So there's a bunch of switches around the level that we need to keep track of. Not a fan of how they're laid out in this level, not gonna lie. It does become a bit of a pain to deal with later on, because you kind of have to remember where all the switches are. This is one of those levels where you're expected to remember everything, and if you lose track of something, you're probably going to spend a good 5-10 minutes clicking on walls and just seeing if you can actually find your way forward. There's a bunch of enemies as well heading in our direction. It's important that we get rid of these guys because if we don't, they're only going to follow us around the level. They're only going to take what little health we have, and frankly, it's really not worth the hassle of fighting them around the level. So there's two bony boys in this room, one there, and I think there's one in the middle. Yes, there is. There is a blue armor way at the bottom there, but I'm not going to go and grab that right now because we obviously don't need it. We'll take care of that chain gunner though. There are some enemies there on the other side of that cage wall which we're not going to be dealing with right now. What's down here? I don't remember. Oh, this is the Caco Demon area. So the main reason you want to come here is because there's a bunch of cell ammo, and obviously we did get the BFG at the start of this level, so that could be really useful if we're given the chance to use it. But yeah, one of the things about this level is that there's a lot of back and forth you've got to do in order to get through it. There's no sort of direct path. You've got to take notice of, like, that switch there, for example. You've got to remember that's a blue switch, and we need to hit that later on. Otherwise, we're going to have some trouble. We don't want that armor right now, and we can't hit that switch right now. It's all going well here. It's one of those levels where you've got to kind of pay attention, and it's very easy to kind of get stuck in the middle parts because there's just so many directions to go in, and sometimes it feels a little bit too unfocused. Let's just kind of make sure we get rid of these bony boys just so I don't forget about them, because we have the ammo to deal with them now. Excellent. Well, we're not doing too bad for health and armor right now. I know there's a secret with a megasphere in it somewhere. I remember stumbling upon that at some point. That's a yellow door. So we need to head this way, I think. Yeah. So even before you walk in that room, you can tell it's going to be a trap of some kind. Plutonia is not going to just give us a big room like that and have nothing in it. So we'll just get rid of the bony boys and we should be okay. I think there's going to be some kind of enemy through this door. Oh, there's a bunch of enemies. Right. I should probably have used my BFG here. That would have been the correct choice, but, you know. Took care of the Baron there. Let's get rid of you. Excellent. Oh, okay. So we got 2 Hell Knights here. Oh, wow. Oh, okay. Okay. Slippy fingers there. Didn't move out of the way quick enough. Grab that stim pack. Guys, we're not doing too well on the health front right now. That was a bit of a nasty encounter for me. Luckily, there's a blue door here, so we can move forward here. Take care of you. There's a bony boy who's popped up on that platform. Deal with him before anything else here. Of course, there's a bunch of flying things that we need to shoot. Wow, those Lost Souls really launched there, didn't they? Okay, I get you like me, but you know, you don't have to keep nipping at me. So we'll just make sure that we get rid of this bony boy. I don't want him hanging around, just in case, you know, we don't have that much health when we're wandering through here. What's in here? This is the other blue door. Okay, so this, I think this is the exit. I think this ends up leading towards the exit a bit later on. Not a fan of all these enemies here. We are not doing well at all here. This was a terrible idea. Yeah, I regret this adventure. Yeah, I don't think we can even go through that door right now. We need the red key, which, fine, I guess. So I'm looking for this secret here. I know it's around here. Is it here? It is here. Okay, so I know there's an archvile who's going to drop down from there, because I've died many times to this in the past, I think. My aim is just to grab that. I was not even waiting for that. I needed that, because even if it hits me now, at least I'll survive. So now that we've got lots of health and lots of armor, we can take this next part on here. Okay, and then I immediately go and waste all that health and armor, so good on me for that. Let's at least get rid of these pinkies and spectres. Okay, did not see that spectre there. So all that health we got earlier on is now gone. Wow, okay. That was pretty nasty, I'm not going to lie. If you're wondering, by the way, yes, I do play this badly sometimes. This is pretty reflective of how things go when I play Doom normally. So yeah, it's usually just chaos, and more shooting self in the face. Oh wow, okay. I saw all those chain gunners in the side wall there, and I was like, oh, we're not dealing with that. That's not happening right now. Every direction is a bad direction here. Oh my gosh, there's so much happening here. Take care of you. I think we can come around here to get up to where the red key is there. That rocket completely missed them both. Excellent. So from the looks of things, there's going to be a bunch of Caco demons waiting for us up here. Well, yellow key. Get rid of you, because you are the biggest problem in the room. What makes this room interesting is that you've got a bunch of enemies in the walls that you can kind of see shooting at us. But you've also got a bunch of flying enemies and a bunch of bony boys all sort of coming together to make a bit of a chaotic room. And there's a bunch of low-level pain floors here. So we're not losing too much health, but it's not great that I've blown through so much health in this level so far. We're going to have to deal with these chain gunners here. Okay, didn't need that shot there. Thank you, chain gunner. Hit this switch. Ooh, we'll get up here. So what's actually over there? I forget what's actually over there. Is there something over there? I really don't want to die here. Please, please let there be something down here. Oh, lovely. There's a supercharge. I was a bit concerned this was like a trap and that we'd end up dead, and I really didn't want to have to redo the opening bits to this level again. That's the yellow switch there. Again, you've got to keep track of those switches if you want to finish this level, because they do perform essential operations in the level, which is kind of frustrating because they're not very well telegraphed. Take care of this. Oh, this loops round. Interesting. So there's another yellow door over there. Bunch of bony boys storming from inside. I mean, it's Plutonia, what else would you expect at this point? I'm going to grab that blue armor here, just in case. See if there's any health around here. I have very vague memories of this level. I don't have any, like, super fond memories of it, but it is kind of coming back to me the more we play it. I don't think these lost souls can actually come through the wall here, so this is actually a good place to face all these down. As you can see, they can't actually get to me here, so we're kind of just shooting them, and they're pretty defenseless here, so that's pretty good. I'm not above using cheap tactics to clear out rooms like that. Speaking of clearing out rooms, okay, let's mentally prepare for this. Take out the Hell Knight. Let's get rid of these Caco demons. You know when you walk into like a Plutonia room like this and you just think to yourself, something bad's going to happen in this room? Well, I'm getting that feeling right now. The tingling sensation of imminent death. Take care of you. It all seems a bit too quiet in here. I'm sure that issue is going to be resolved as soon as we hit that switch down there. Oh look, I wasn't wrong. So a bunch of archviles and a bunch of bony boys that were... Oh, okay, didn't see the second one over there. Luckily the BFG blast just completely knocked it out. Oh my, look at all those rockets. If those hit us, we will be pretty messed up. At the minute I'm just dancing to avoid these rockets. That was a loud thud there. I'm going to grab that stim pack, and then we're going to head down this passageway. This is what opened up when we hit that switch. The red key's there. I'm expecting that to be a pretty nasty room. It just kind of seems like it because of the way that it's a pit, and it's sort of like it's forcing us to come in. Luckily we can kind of see what's in here. Oh, there are. Oh, wow, okay. So there's a bunch of spectres in here. I didn't see those earlier on. Again, I'm not above using cheap tactics here if it means making life a bit easier. We're going to head all the way back round here. Oh, so I triggered the line dev there. Didn't mean to do that, but that's good because it means we can take on this Mancubus up here. So, okay, so that's the teleporter back up. I'm expecting something to happen. I expected more there, to be honest. I expected there to be like a big trap. So, it's very nice, don't get me wrong. I'm just kind of surprised there wasn't more. So you can see there's a few more bony boys running around the level here. So we're just going to deal with these quickly. We can't leave bony boys unattended, you know, because they get up to all kinds when you're not paying attention to them. So I think we're pretty much done with this level, question mark. I'm pretty convinced that we don't need to do much more here. Okay, this screams trapped to me, so just going to quickly, because I can hear enemies. I can hear enemies kind of running around. Oh, there he is. The bony boy I was looking for that I could hear was actually right in front of me the whole time. Like a metaphor for life, that. Right in front of me the whole time. There's also a lost soul in that wall there. I don't know why that keeps happening. It's a bit weird that it keeps happening that, but yeah, lost souls keep sort of disappearing. So this kind of showcases what I was talking about earlier on. You do need to hit the switches as you're going through the level. Now, obviously, we know where this red switch is. It's just all the way across the level. And if you're playing this for the first time, you might forget where these switches are, and you might end up looking for a good 10 minutes trying to figure out that you need to actually hit that switch there. And I think that's the big problem with this level. I think that as nice as it is to have like a nice wide level like this, forcing the player to hit random switches across the level to do something like this across the level again, zigzagging as they go along, it can get a bit confusing and a bit disorientating. This is one of those levels that I feel it's a bit too ambitious with what it's trying to do. I feel the execution isn't that solid, and ultimately what you end up with is a very middle of the road level that's kind of weighed down by some switch puzzles that really don't fit the level, in my opinion. I personally would have preferred it if they just had, you know, the level without the switches. But again, that's just my personal taste on this. But yeah, let me know what you think of Tombstone. Do you like this level? Do you hate this level? Do you think I'm wrong? Do you think that the switch puzzles are actually really fun in this one? Let me know what you think of this Plutonia level in the comments, and thank you very much for watching.